I don't own the rights to this music, I own the rights to this message. I just left Mayor Brandon Scott's house. Social media for social change. Like John Lewis and Martin Luther King said, the good kind of trouble. From Selma to Montgomery, no. From Baltimore to Annapolis. We fighting for freedom. Freedom ain't never free. Freedom's something you gotta fight for. And I've been fighting for my freedom since 2006. And this is what we're talking about. Let's get shorty, all right? Let's get shorty, 2006. And the Baltimore Sun had that. In 2011, the Baltimore Sun called me a terrorist. I'm not a terrorist, I'm an activist. See the date? 2010, Mr. Bailey, 1402 Lochner. You kidnapped me from my home, all right? Making a documentary about your war on drugs. The 13th Amendment. If I go to jail, I gotta share that toilet with an inmate. You feel me? Public Accommodations Act. Scott Shellenberger charged me with terrorism. I won my case. I was found innocent of all charges. Making a documentary is covered under the First Amendment of the Constitution. The First Amendment of the Constitution. It's about Asselbrook. It's about Shellenberger. It's about Mayor Dixon. It's about out for justice. That's the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. All right? Because like I said, making a documentary about Baltimore. And this is Baltimore. That's Lou Clippinger. So if he's got a documentary, everything got to be documented. So if you go directly to Lou Clippinger and get the information, go to Benjamin Brooks and get my information. That's Governor Hogan. That's Commissioner Harrison. That's Peter Francott. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. You feel me? That's Mayor Brandon Scott. That's Delegate Sheila Roof. That's Judge Carrion. That's Natasha from the Public Defender's Office. That's Delegate Stephanie Smith. That's Jared Jimenez. We talking about voter suppression. Ex-felons got a right to vote. Talking about voter suppression by Larry Hogan and the Democratic Party. Izzy Pataki. We talking about kidnapping by Scott Shellenberger. Destroying evidence. Yeah. Federal violations. That's Mayor Attorney General Anthony Brown. Yeah, he was mayor. He was Attorney General Anthony Brown, and he was Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown. Everything from 2006 to now. That's Xavier Conway, the clerk of the court. If you go to Benjamin Brooks and get that material from him. That's Governor Westmore. And this is Governor Westmore. He got this. All right, this is Governor Westmore. That's Governor Westmore. It's a movie about Governor Westmore, about Governor O'Malley, about Mayor Brandon Scott. It's about the Democratic Party. And that's Governor Westmore. You feel me? I'm looking for exoneration or a writ of certiorari. That's Karen York. And that's notarized, all right? So that's Governor Westmore, Mayor Brandon Scott. That's the Maryland Black Caucus. That's Chief Judge Mary Barbera. That's States Attorney Marilyn Mosby. And that's States Attorney Marilyn Mosby. You feel me? That's Martin Luther King. That's Nick Mosby. That's Marilyn Mosby and Tessa. We talking about the 2014 elections when y'all took us off the ballot. That's Cardin's. That's Frosh. That's Brave Boy. And that's Maryland's prison industry. All right, I gave y'all this in 2014. That's what we were running on. We was going to end Jim Crow. Marilyn Mosby. Marilyn Mosby. That's Senator Ben Cardin's. And that's Senator Ben Cardin's. See the date? That's Senator Ben Cardin's. Right there. And that's me, Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. Mayor Brandon Scott. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. That's the controller, Brooke Learman. That's Judge Badar from the dissent decree. That's President Biden in the Department of Justice. That's Bill Ferguson. That's Governor Westmore. That's Delegate Kalen Young. You go to Kalen Young and get all my paperwork. He got this book, Everything About Baltimore. That's Ivan Bates. All right? That's Ivan Bates. And everything Ivan Bates got, he got to turn over. That's the Department of Justice, Eric Barron. That's Speaker Adrian Jones. That's the Visionary Arts. That's the Executive Director of the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers of the Arts. Right there. So Mayor Brandon Scott, it's your wake-up call. Remember the Stop Snitching video from 2006? I suggest you start snitching. It's going to be hard to raise your son, Charm, when you're locked up. 12/26/1959. 12/26/2023. Think about that. Shorty, M&T Bank. These was my kids. You feel me? These is my kids.